Hi IB kids. So I have a really awesome program that lets me videotape myself doing lessons. However, I don't have any time, so I'm going with the fast way, which is putting my phone on the projector. So I think we're pretty good with this. So hopefully you saw in your calculator exploration that A is going to be the amplitude, and this is just like when we do any other function, it changes the height of the function. Then you also probably notice that the V is the vertical shift. I might as well go ahead and say amplitude. And that the K helped you find the period. Now for the period, however, you actually need an equation to get it. It's 2 pi divided by K. So if there is a period shift, you'll take the 2 pi, that's the normal period, and divide it by K. And that's going to be for sine and cosine. If it happens to be a problem involving tangent, well, that normal period is pi, so it'll only be pi divided by K. Also, if you have a C, this is going to be the phase shift coefficient, and this is something we're going to have to talk about together because it's a little bit more difficult. But essentially, in order to have a phase shift, what you will have is the equation, the opposite of what C currently is, divided by K, and that is going to be a horizontal shift. It follows the same rules that it's with X, therefore it's a shift on X. So we will have to play around with that more when I am back. But what I'm going to do now is do example number 1. Now the order that I do things in normally is actually not the way I wrote it down. Normally the first thing I will do is if there's a vertical shift. Then once I've done that, I'll figure out my amplitude. Then from there, I'll figure out my period. Then if there's a phase shift, a phase shift. And then finally, the fifth thing I will do is if I need to flip my function because of a negative, I will. So I guess it's almost in that order, just the vertical shift and the amplitude might be changed.